When I started to direct the Public Humanities Lab, we were part of two very big grants. One was to work with a variety of cultural institutions around Miami to record oral histories and also to create digital archives. One of those organizations was Sandla Haitian Neighborhood Center. So the answer is yes. I was already connected to the Haitian community through Sandla on that particular grant. The other grant, which ultimately led me to meet Carl, was about climate justice, although we can't say that anymore, climate justice and natural disasters across greater Miami in 8 Black and brown communities, one of which was Little Haiti. But as part of that project, which is a Mellon-funded huge project that went on for 5 years, just ended, I was in charge of the arts part. So I was in charge of finding 6 curators or 6 exhibitions that spoke to the issue of climate, gentrification, inequity, and all of this across Miami. So that was somewhere in the back of my mind. Meantime, I was helping the Hampton House with or our team was helping the Hampton House with what was the anniversary of the 1964 fight between Sonny Liston and Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali. Um, and then we were basically helping the Hampton House celebrate that with a whole weekend of festivities. And as part of those festivities, we brought in the photographer Bob Gomel, who took a series of very famous images, but including the one in the Hampton House where you have Malcolm X and Muhammad Ali and sitting at the counter of the Hampton House. So the woman who ran the Hampton House at that time, Jackie Collier, had the idea of like recreating the photo in the present day. So we were looking for who would play Malcolm X. See where I'm going with this? She said it has to be Carl Juste. So I said, okay, I've never met him before, but I'll ask. So me and my then program director, Enrique Rosell, went over to Carl's studio and said, hey, this is who I am. I introduced myself. I said, would you come over to the Hampton House on such and such a day and basically play Malcolm X? To which Carl was like, okay. So he did. We made the image. And it was just like a match made in heaven. We got along really well. And then we started working on two of those exhibitions that we had funding for that grant I mentioned about climate. And those became A Call to the Ancestors, which was focused on Lincoln Memorial Park Cemetery, and I Am Little Haiti, which we did at Green Space. So it was really like once we met and we started to realize we have a lot of kind of overlapping interests. We just kind of built our partnership.